Hey folks, just got home and I decided to do another Trove video real quick. Um, Last night after I recorded the last video, I did some writing and came within like 1,200 words of the 50,000 word goal, which was cool. And then hopped in and rated a bit in WoW. When I got back out, the client had updated. So the world respawned. I had a new patch to download. Right now, the patch is a little wonky because you actually have to re-download the installer and overwrite your current client, but that's to be expected with the current state of alpha. So the world is completely reset. Big patch yesterday. The most interesting aspect of the patch is the fact that they've done a lot of tuning, so that basically they've tiered the content, meaning that the forest mobs are the easiest and the desert mobs are slightly harder than that, and the frost mobs are, right now the current hardest. Aw, somebody screwed up the slime. Um, Just looked really cool last night. I'm sorry to whoever bombed it. Um, that's another change is, if you noticed last time in the video, every time I killed anything, like just silly amounts of bombs dropped. So they've greatly scaled that back. I killed a lot of stuff last night, and I only have 40 bombs at the moment. So it was my hope that with the reduced drop rate of bombs, people would ration them and stop being assholes and blowing everything apart. That, to some extent, has helped. But like we just saw with the slime, then again, somebody could have just charged that slime since it was only a few blocks missing. The bad thing is, I lost my really cool weapon. So I've been killing lots and lots of stuff, trying to get another one. And, right now I've got this funky, I think it's called a flanged sword or a finned sword. I can check real quick. But it's fugly, and it's not nearly as good as my last sword. But it is 9 physical damage. There's a bunch of tuning things that they've done. Supposedly chests are more prevalent, and they now spawn in dungeons. Oh, yes, a mushroom. I need mushrooms. I only have one heal pot. I noticed that the mushrooms are starting to appear out of the ground. So you walk along, and there'll be a mushroom, and then you whack that, and it pops up out of the ground, or you either step over it. Anyway, these guys are roughly the same difficulty as they were before. I don't know if these guys are any easier or not, because we are in a forest biome, which should make these guys easier, but I'm still getting my ass handed to me. And I died. Yeah, so I question as to whether or not those are any easier. That's weird. Wonder why I spawned up here. Unless somebody built that on top of the spawn point. Anyway, so they I talked to a Tryon folk today, and he said that the really cool robot that I talked about in the last video and I hunted for is called a punch bot. And last night I saw another version of the punch bot in game, and it was roaming around the forest biome, and it was actually on the edge of the forest and the desert. So I'm hoping I can find one of those today, so I can record it. But it was a really cool steampunky version of the normal punch bot graphic. See what else. Kind of looking at the other screen. Most of the stuff was really quality of life. The most interesting thing about the patch is apparently every time they patch, they're going to reset the server. And in the meantime, in like the day that's happened since the patch, people have built all sorts of stuff up again. And the world isn't quite as blown up as it was, but it's getting there once you're around the spawn point. I'm glad they haven't added appendages to these statues. Last night I was roaming around and someone had put a very obvious appendage on the statue, and it was a little depressing to watch, if you catch my meaning. Still no crafting. Still no cornerstone. And it looks like the world is pretty depopulated of mobs. I'm guessing, like, when I logged in, there were 14 people on. Supposedly there's going to be more beta keys coming out. Right now there's a contest of sorts going on the Reddit page, and I'll post a link in the notes, where if they get to 1,300 subscribers to the Reddit, they'll release a special 50-use version of the alpha key that you can use to get in to the game. Ooh, that was a heavy sledge. Whoop. Hello, Mr. B. Don't kick my ass. Okay. So, 1 knockback, 2 stability, 7 physical damage. It's a blue item. I was previously using 1 block, knockback, 1 stability, 9 physical damage. Yeah, we'll use it. I really am not certain how much the stats actually affected other than damage. Okay, this is really awesome. I don't know if this was the post that I saw on Reddit where someone said Christmas came to Trove early, but that's really good. Like, that's extremely cool. I like the candy cane and the choo-choo train. People are extremely creative already. I mean, it feels like we have less tools than we have in Minecraft, but they're already doing amazing things with them. But then again, Minecraft didn't have crap when I first started playing it, so yeah, because I got in pretty early in beta, but it was still like, I want to say 0.45 or something like that. So it was lacking a lot of the bells and whistles that we, have gotten used to today. So I am sure by the time this game gets as old as Minecraft is, that all the niceties that we've come to expect and a lot more will be in place. Man, they are not lying when they said this is the high tier, because these guys are hurting. Whereas, in the last video, the ghosts really weren't terribly hard. Wow, and that dude kicked my ass for little to no reward, because 3 bombs is not that big of a deal. Okay, so there's a normal punch bot. And I don't want to rumble with him, because he'll wreck me. Where's the desert from here? Because I think the new punch bot that I saw was kind of on the edge of the forest biome near a desert. So let's wander over this way and hopefully not get deaded. Oh god. Yeah, I'm toast. Yep. Kaboom! Okay, so let's go this way. I don't know which way we went before, but especially since the world is loading in slowly, I'm thinking this is a good way. So something of note, and my friends already know this, but I have no sense of direction. I would be screwed in life if not for my wife. She is the navigator, and I tend to navigate based on landmarks. And since this world is constantly changing, I have no hope of ever knowing where I'm supposed to go. I still don't see the home icon. I don't know if they disabled that or if you can't see it until you're a certain measure away. But the other day when I was playing, there was this obvious home icon, or it could have been an up arrow, that was pointing back to where the base was, or where the spawn point was. And look, there's the statue with the thing. And, you know, from those 3 blocks, you can pretty much understand what it was. And thankfully somebody's cleaned that up. Oh, look, a bat or something, and it should die, because I'm not entirely certain if I'm happy with this weapon. Yay, a bomb, which is not really that amazing. Okay, that's ice. I don't want to go back there. They hurt. So let's go up this way and look at these swords, because swords are amazing. I'm not going to give them a lick. I don't want to know if they taste like raisin. So surely there's got to be a desert around here somewhere. There, okay, see how that mushroom is sticking out? That's the thing that they've just started doing. Except for that wasn't a real mushroom. But sometimes when those pop up, it'll be the mushroom mob that drops the potions, and it's really cool. Like, I'm hoping more mobs have AI like that causes them to spawn and jump out of the ground. There's a lot of stuff that's in the ground now, but I think it's entirely unintentional, because you'll hear a buzzing, and as you break up the blocks, there'll be a frickin' bee inside, and that's got to be just a spawn bug, or a glitch of some sort. But no, I don't want to go to the desert. Not desert. The ice. The ice hurts. I don't play fair, and I really don't want to be down there with those purple guys. Surely, if I roam around enough, there will be a desert. But I've not found one yet. So, I don't know if I'm just lagging or if I'm having graphical issues, but the world doesn't seem to be loading in really smoothly right now. I don't know what this is. It kind of reminds me of a floating canine from Doctor Who. That'll date me, since I remember that being on the air. Okay. Or at least the canine robot on the air. Gleaming rapier. Really cool looking, utterly useless. Let's go on. And I don't know if the weapons are static spawns right now, or if it's an algorithm that generates them. But you definitely have the chance of getting something you don't want with a really cool graphic. In fact, most of the things I've seen, like the Ashikatari sword or dagger the other night, it was really cool looking, but it was not a good weapon at all. And I'm thinking that maybe as more classes go in, you know, certain classes will favor something other than straight, you know, damage. But right now, I care about damage. Let's see, that was a blue dragon sword. And why does this thing have to be horrible? It looks so cool. Wait. What? Yeah. That is such a cool looking weapon, but it's horrible. Oh well. Back to my heavy sledge, because I'm apparently a D&D cleric. I'm probably going around in circles, to be honest. Like, I think I'm going in a new direction, but I may very well be going back to someplace I've been. I keep thinking, just over this ridge, there's going to be a desert, and I'm going to find one of the brass punch bots. But that is not what's working out. There's an awful lot of forest. And I don't know if they changed the ratios of spawns, but... Okay, please be a mob. Please? No, you suck. Okay, that one maybe? Maybe? No. So I could always use more heal potions since I'm back down to 1 after the adventures in Frostland. Gold bugs? I don't know. They've never really dropped anything special for me, but they're cool looking, so... And apparently in my world, if you're cool looking, you need to die. I'm a rather simple monkey. Like, I want things to drop stuff for me, and I'm gonna bang them with my hammer until they do. So I was talking to a friend today, and he thought that he liked the character designs and models for Cube World better, and to some extent on the player character, I can see that, but I really like the mobs. Like, I feel like they have more personality than Cube World mobs ever did. And the big change is they have a much lower fidelity, I think, as a whole, than the Cube World mobs did. Like, I think Trine is trying to keep the number of voxels that they're using relatively low. Okay, that was a thing that was cool looking, but I don't know what it was. Where are you in my inventory? Because... Gilded Bludgeon, maybe? I should probably not loot these as fast as I do. Because maybe I should want to know what they're called? Okay, so is that desert over there? This guy, don't kill me. I want your stuff. Give me candy. Nope, no candy there. So one of the things that I'm not too sure about is the fact that these attacks destroy terrain. I feel like that's just a recipe for an ugly world to run around in, because I did not mean to destroy that terrain. I was just trying to be an effective fighter, and I wrecked it, and I'm not going to stop and repair it because I'm lazy. So I don't know. I can see the cool factor of attacks destroying terrain, but I would kind of rather have them not destroy the terrain, because then I don't feel bad about things like that. Like, well, that one's apparently non-destructible. But if it was, I would have put a big dent in a tree, and then somebody new to the game would see this world that's all Swiss cheese. Okay, I finally found a freaking desert, and if I don't find something soon, I'm going to cut this off because it's gone really long. I don't remember the gray ones. Now, I say that, and I've probably killed them in the previous video. Okay, there's the ghosties that I'm used to. But there was a robot just roaming around that was really cool, and of course, like the other punch bots, he wrecked me, but which is guaranteed to happen since I have no health pods. But it was just cool looking, and I was hoping a skeletal king thing. Okay, that's cool. I've not seen one of those yet. He probably hurts a lot, but you know what? Success or failure. This is either going to be an amazing end to the video or... what? 2 bombs? Okay. That felt like a lot of effort for nothing. But I don't really like the bombs that much. I mean, they're okay. And just like, you know... my friend and I played forever in Minecraft on a server, and his kid played with us, and man, he was all about the setting things on fire and the TNT, and I'm past that. Like, that is not that interesting to me, and as a result, the bombs they're cute, but they're not something I really am into. Yeah, more bombs. Okay. Well, I am back on this base tower, which is kind of nice because it protects you from the purple guys. Last night, there's a player on here, Kiwi, and he had AFK'd at the spawn point. And, man, every few minutes he was getting attacked by something. And finally he got attacked by one of the purple things, and there just wasn't much I could do. But I tried to keep the beetles and stuff off of him. Or her. I honestly don't know what someone's gender is in here, since we're all little male characters. That's another thing that I really hope they have planned is it would be nice to customize this a little bit, because this barrel-chested guy fits my personality, but it doesn't necessarily fit everyone's personality. You know, and with voxels, you have all the ability to customize these guys at really little system weight. So here's hoping that they allow that, and especially, like, you know, I have a lot of female gamer friends. It would be nice to see some female models. Anyway, I'm going to close this for now, and I will talk to you guys next time. Thanks.